Headboards, written by TheBuriedTruck, narrated by Christopher Birtwhistle, with music by S.A. Music, and sound effects by GWshunter. Donald was overjoyed. The Fat Controller had introduced a new lunchtime service that ran from Tidmouth to the end of the Little Western. Passengers would then join the afternoon train on the small railway. Due to her popularity with staff and visitors, it was decided the service would be called Dilly's Diner, and Donald was to pull the inaugural train. "There's nae such an honour," he bragged to anyone who would listen, "than a train named for me wee quackaroo." The service's maiden voyage went off without a hitch. Donald kept a good speed and the passengers enjoyed their lunch, which had been hand-picked by the Fat Controller. They arrived at the last station right on time. Rex and Bert watched from their sheds. "What's that silly thing in your smoke box, Donald?" teased Rex. "Trying to keep the sun out of your eye?" "It's no silly," retorted Donald. "It's a headboard. All important trains have them." "Huh," snorted Rex. "You big engines need names for your trains? Is it that hard to remember what your next job is?" Donald seethed, but Bert spoke first. "Oh dearie me, Rex," he smirked. "I didn't expect you to envy Donald's special train, but then you are painted green after all." "I'm not envious," fumed Rex. "Anyhow, I don't need some ridiculous thing on my smoke box to know my trains are special. It'd spoil my look." "Is that what would spoil your look?" Donald asked. "I thought it'd be your sewer face." Rex snorted off to fetch his coaches. Donald and Bert chuckled to each other. A stretch of line on the small railway passes through a forested area. The tree branches grew heavy, which made them droop low towards the rails. Workmen trimmed the branches back to ensure they didn't cause trouble for engines or passengers. Smaller branches from higher up sometimes broke away, but got caught on the larger ones below. Rex steamed along the line. The passengers were still in good spirits, snapping pictures and admiring the landscape. Luckily, they hadn't noticed Rex's grimace. "Silly Donald, silly Bert," he muttered. Rex's bad mood was making puffing harder than usual. Thick smoke poured from his funnel, waving through the leaves and branches. "I'll show 'em. Ow! Ah!" As he passed under a tree, something fell and landed atop his smoke box. He looked up and gasped. A twisted, leafy branch was nestled against his funnel. He tried to blow it off, but the smaller offshoots had curled round his handrails, holding it in place. "Please," Rex called to his driver, "stop and take it off. It feels funny." "It's not blocking my view of the line," said the driver, "and we can't be late getting the passengers back. Besides," he chuckled, "serves you right for earlier." Rex didn't feel very special anymore. At the station, the passengers laughed and took his picture. He wanted to go back to his shed and hide before anyone else saw him, but he'd reckoned without Donald and Bert. "Is that ye, Rex?" chuckled Donald. "What's that silly thing in your smoke box?" "You made your disdain for headboards quite clear," added Bert. "But I didn't know you were such a stickler about them. Ho ho ho." Rex frowned silently, and when it came to the topic of headboards and named trains, silent is what he remained.